Insomniac just gave us one of the best PlayStation events in history after dropping the Marvel's Wolverine extended gameplay trailer at yesterday's State of Play, and we have a mountain of new information and reveals to go over, including when Insomniac is planning to drop more Wolverine trailers and info, which is actually happening sooner than you think. What did you do, Direct Nation? I was busy screaming during the show, but Insomniac released a bunch of new information and images after the State of Play ended, so today I'll go over the 8 suits that got revealed, which seem to include some inspired by the Fox X-Men films. Huge story details and Easter eggs, Logan's combat abilities, and more. First, slash that hype button so YouTube shares this news with everyone who owns a PS5, and let's get it. Let's start with the new suits. While discussing pre-order details in the PlayStation blog, Insomniac revealed 6 new costumes, and they snuck another 2 new costumes in the trailer that you may have missed. They confirmed once again the game releases on September 15th, which is an absolutely disgusting month for gaming, by the way. Pre-orders are live, and if you grab the standard edition, you get early access to the classic brown suit. Insomniac is also letting you customize Wolverine's claws, and the standard edition gives you the reflective claws. But if you upgrade to the deluxe edition, which you should, you get 5 exclusive suits and 5 claw variants. The deluxe suits include the Savage suit, Age of Apocalypse, Night Hunt, New Leather, and Incredible. I absolutely love that they went with comic suits instead of originals for the deluxe edition this time, and that leather costume appears to be inspired by Grant Morrison's new X-Men run from 2001, and I will be putting this on immediately. The other 2 suits were revealed in the trailer. Before the extended gameplay started, we had this little scissor reel which gave us our first look at the Japan map. Here we see Wolverine running across the rooftop wearing a brown leather jacket and jean combination that looks to be his movie suit from X-Men Origins Wolverine. In the section at the end of the trailer, we got to see another classic suit, Patch. This is of course the famous white tuxedo and eye patch combo Wolverine wears when he goes undercover while using the code name Patch. You will need to buy the deluxe edition to access those 5 exclusive suits, but the rest, including the classic brown suit, can be unlocked by playing. Now for the story and character reveals. The new trailer and PlayStation blog from our GOAT Aaron over at Insomniac gave us our first look at full mission gameplay where Logan is hunting down the Reavers, an anti-mutant hate group who turned themselves into cyborgs and have been capturing mutants. They're working for Bolivar Trask, the billionaire industrialist who is using his money to push human superiority. Comic fans will know him very well as the man who created the iconic Sentinels, who we got new looks at during these 7 minutes of new gameplay. Based on the blog, the story seems to take place before the X-Men were created. Most of society doesn't know about mutants, and they're being quietly hunted by forces such as Trask Industries. In response, powerful mutants join forces to create Team X, which Wolverine left 3 years ago. But in this new gameplay trailer, he reunites with their leader, the iconic psychic Jean Grey, who fights with you during combat, similar to how Insomniac set it up in Marvel Spider-Man 2 with Peter and Miles. Jean looks absolutely perfect, and her character model reminds me of Famke Janssen from the Fox X-Men movies. We can now assume Mystique was part of Team X as well, and we got a look at another surprise member of the squad, Sabretooth, Wolverine's most iconic villain. The Insomniac version of him looks amazing, and is shown fighting to save the mutants from the Reavers as well. Him and Wolverine will almost certainly fight each other at some point, but it looks like we'll get a classic team up as well, which I can't wait for. The mutants they were fighting to rescue appear to be the Morlocks. Fans of the comics and 90s animated cartoon will know them very well as a group of mutants who decided to live in the sewers to avoid being oppressed by humans. During this mission, we got to see what appears to be some of their most notable members from the comics, Leech, Skids, and their leader, Callisto, who is being played by the iconic Deborah Wilson. The other enemy faction revealed in the trailer was of course the Hand. I assumed we get them when Insomniac confirmed Japan as one of the maps last year, and we got a couple sequences of Wolverine fighting these iconic red ninjas, as well as what appears to be a boss during those Japanese sections that comic fans may recognize as Ogun. He was a powerful ninja and telepath that actually trained Logan and was basically a father figure to him before becoming obsessed with power after developing a technique that basically made him immortal. We also got another look at the Omega Red boss fight, and the combat in this game looks unbelievable. In addition to earning that M rating, Insomniac revealed new details on how the combat works. Logan can stalk enemies from above with stealth takedowns, but in open combat, he uses special techniques like the Tornado Spin and Bull Rush. While fighting with Jean Grey, her telekinesis opens up opportunities for critical strikes, which are devastating finishing moves Wolverine can execute solo or as team takedowns. By parrying, doing combos, and getting eliminations, you build up Logan's rage meter, which looks to work similar to the focus meter in the Spider-Man games. If you max it out, you can activate Rage Tier 3, which is basically a Berserker mode. Aaron said the look of this mode was inspired by the Marvel Comics Black, White, and Blood series. Because of Wolverine's healing factor, your health slowly regenerates whenever it isn't full. If your health bar hits 0, you can spend meter to instantly heal yourself to full and continue to fight in this really cool last stand sequence. I can already tell I'm going to love this combat more than Spider-Man, and I can't wait to see more, which Insomniac knew because they also promised more reveals will be dropping. At the end of the blog, Aaron said there would be more updates for Wolverine on this road to launch and that the wait won't be long. Based on that tease, we could potentially be getting more Wolverine updates as soon as this Friday. If you remember when we got our first Spider-Man 2 gameplay during the June PlayStation Showcase a few years ago, Insomniac came right back for Summer Game Fest with brand new reveals. So based on what was said in this blog, we could see Insomniac spin the block and pull up to the main stage with Jeff Keighley once again. And they might not be alone. There are potentially 15 new superhero games we could be getting new reveals for during this summer showcase season, which includes shows on Friday, Saturday, and the Xbox Showcase on Sunday, where we could be getting first look gameplay of another iconic Marvel hero. Click the video on screen to learn more. And a huge shout out to everyone supporting me on Patreon. Join for free so you never miss an update.